I'm having a problem with my bathroom gray water holding tank, and it's leaking. So it's dripping basically off of the valve handle. Just a slight drip, and it seems to be only when the tank is half full or more, I would say. And so I'm investigating what's going on. So what I'm finding is, and I can see this streak of water coming out of right here. Now I did drain the water down since this, but this is a crack in the tank right there. It's maybe an inch and a half long, and it's right next to where the valve hooks on. You know, this plumbing on this RV trailer was a mess, and it had a pipe running all the way to the back above the axles originally, and the axles would beat on this pipe when where it goes across the top of the axles, and you know, that was a problem. So I let it go for a while, and then I decided I had to do something about it. So I cut the pipe off, cut it out of there, put a second discharge for the rear gray tank. You know, I had to cut this hole out of the bottom to access this. I'll have to fix that afterwards. But again, you know, I could take it to the dealer, and maybe they'll do something, and maybe they won't. It's getting close to 2 years old, and you know, this crack, you can kind of see it. It's got slime coming out of it a little bit, and running down this way, and then running back. It ends up dripping out of where the valve comes through. Probably just runs over on this frame cover, and but anyway, so now I gotta fix it. So we'll work on getting something to fix it. I think I can fix it right here, and we'll see what happens. Alrighty. And I looked around online, and I decided to go with this JB Weld, which is a good brand name, water weld, and hopefully that'll work. You know, there's lots of products that don't work on certain types of plastic tanks in RVs, but we're going to try this and see how it works. So this is like a putty. You cut it off and knead it together, and you can put it on pretty thick, and it's supposed to, it'll dry underwater even. So we're gonna try that. I'm not trying to, you know, promote the brand or anything, but that's what I'm gonna try to do, and we'll see what happens, because taking these tanks out is not easy. I had to cut, of course, an access in the into this plastic frame covering back here, so I had to do that, and then we'll see how it works out. See if this works. All right. So it's really kind of hard to see this crack, but you can see the two holes they drilled at either end of it, because it's always best to drill holes just beyond the end of the crack. Hopefully a rounded surface will stop the crack from continuing, and but you can see kind of a white line going between, as I maybe move this, And that's where the crack is. So the more water in the tank, the more pressure was on it, and the more it would leak. It didn't leak hardly at all with just a few gallons of water in the tank, even though it's right towards the bottom. But here's the thing. Why did that crack there? Well, this is the discharge of the tank with the valve, the dump valve for the gray tank. And it comes out and it goes around and down and connects to the discharge pipe for the black tank. This is the black tank pipe, and that goes up in this way. And let's see if I can bend myself around. Oof. And goes up in here and goes into the black tank. There's the discharge valve there for the black tank. Goes right into the side of the black tank. All right, so the issue is, just like everything else, do you see any supports on this at all? There's no supports. They use the tanks to support the pipe. All right, the pipe comes out all this way and way down here to the discharge, and that's the only support, is right where the discharge is. And that doesn't even lock it up solid. That doesn't even lock it up solid. It just bounces around. All right, so to make it worse, of course, in one of my former videos, this pipe here comes out right next to the discharge, and it used to run all the way down to the back of the RV to the back gray tank, which is for the kitchen, and it went over the top of the axles, and it was only about a ½ inch of clearance over the top of the axles. So every time you hit a bump, the axle pipe going across would smack into this drain pipe for the gray tank for the kitchen. It would smack into this as it went back over the top of the axles, and it actually was worn halfway through the pipe where the axles were banging into it. So that's how much, So I cut that off back 6 months ago and put a second discharge at the back. But so all this together just means that you're rattling the daylights out of all this plumbing. It's not made to do that. It should be thoroughly secured. So I'm going to secure it. There's a right here is a cross beam. It's really lightweight stuff on these RVs. Crazy. This is a frame cross member. I'm used to trucks. I mean, it would be heavy duty solid steel on a truck, heavy duty truck, which is what I worked on for years. But this is chintzy stuff. All right, to go with the chintzy thin frame. Anyway, I'm going to support it to the cross members here as it goes underneath. Get all this supported and snugged up so that it has support and it hopefully won't be banging up and down anymore. And now, of course, the pipe to the rear is gone, so you're not getting the axles banging into the plumbing. So hopefully this will work. I'm hoping. It's not a huge crack, but it's right next to where the pipe goes into the tank. So okay, so here we are. We've got the water weld applied to the tank. I cleaned the tank with degreaser, detergent, and then I wiped it all down. Then I sanded it with sandpaper to rough it up. Then I wiped it down again, and then I applied the water weld, and you kind of got to get it out of the plastic, soft plastic like tube that it's wrapped in, and get it out of there, and then knead it together to mix the two chemicals together so that it'll harden until you have a uniform color, is what they say. So anyway, that's done. So, and as for the cause, of course, as I talked about before, there was a strap here, and that's it. And everything else hung from the tanks. So you got this pipe hanging from the gray tank for my bathroom, shower, and sink. And then you've got the large pipe that comes all the way up here and all the way up here and goes to the black tank, which is right there. And everything's just hanging from the tanks. So you go down the road, everything banging around, and it's all jumping up and down, flexing the tank. And of course, I talked about the stupidity of the piping that was there before, hitting the axles, coming up and smacking this pipe as it went back across over the top of the axle. So when I cut this pipe off, I left the extra strap there, for stability. I figured, well, that'll help make it more stable. And so luckily I did that, because there was nothing else except for this main strap right at the discharge. So I had some plastic strapping left over from when I installed the second discharge, and I just ran a stabilizer up to the frame cross member there, and then also here to come straight up to the cross member up here and support the weight of this discharge, black tank discharge piping, which is right next to where the gray tank pipe connects in. And this really stabilizes it a lot more. I just used what I had. So I used some wire ties to hold the sides of that strap together to tighten it to where I wanted it to be, down here and also up here. I just have one, and it's bolted together to make a continuous loop using basically a bolt or screw in this case. So it's much more stable than it ever was from the factory. Of course, the factory, they don't care about anything as long as it maybe makes it to warranty, end of the warranty. They say, oh, you shouldn't drive down bumpy roads. So, that was the cause. It avoids the warranty. Don't hit a pothole, don't hit a bump in the road, or else you'll break the RV. So, warranty void. Anyway, I don't care. I don't use the warranty anyway. It's useless. Fix it myself. So, I've got one coat on there. I'm actually going to put another coat on there because that's half of a tube. I'm going to put the other half on there, make it thicker, so hopefully it's stronger, and will keep it from flexing anymore. With all this together, I'm hoping there won't be any flex, or very little flex, and then making it, thick. I'm hoping that helps to make it so it doesn't flex there. And so we'll see what happens. We'll find out if this whole thing works or not. Okay, so I've got an update on my gray tank water leak, on my bathroom, shower, and sink gray tank. So we filled it multiple times while we're at the last park near New Orleans, and then we beat the daylights out of the RV going across the Causeway Bridge, which goes right through the middle of Lake Pontchartrain, right next to New Orleans. So we took that across the lake and headed south, and now we're at Grand Isle, Louisiana, which is right at the ocean, and so we've filled the tank full multiple times at this point and transported it, and now it's full again at Grand Isle, and I've got no signs of any kind of leakage. So that's good. First part of the proof that it's going to work is done. Now we'll just see what time does and see if it holds up over time. That'll be the big question mark. So if I have any trouble, I'll be sure to let people know that maybe the product I used or the way I did it didn't work well. But at this point, it's working. So let's cross our fingers and hope that it continues. Have a great day.